Hi there, Save with Crypto here. My name is Save with Crypto. And yeah, I just want to talk about Bitget and trading and just generally, making money with crypto, that kind of thing. And I just want to show you this. This is a dashboard of my affiliate thing for Bitget. So this shows me like the users and how they're doing. I've just sorted these into the order of the highest turnover in the last 30 days, and oddly enough, the biggest one is actually me. So my actual turnover is ridiculous. It's like $444,464 or USDT rather, and that's quite incredible. Paul Shorthing, who is an affiliate of mine, by the way, so that means that if people click his link, then he gets commission and I get a little bit as well. And he gets proper affiliate commission rates, not just the referral bonus. I mean, Paul's turnover is $111,347. That's really impressive, isn't it? He's actually got a portfolio of 12,500 USDT, which is amazing. Anyway, but what I find more amazing is right down here, number 19, is my mate Bob the Builder, right? Who knew almost nothing about trading a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. And I remember he came around my house and he was saying, "Oh, can we do a trade?" And I think he had about $100 in, I think it was a ByBit account then, when we could still use ByBit. And he managed to do a little trade, made about 40 pence or 40 cents or something. And he was happy. Anyway, since then he's kind of gone away. He's made a lot of the mistakes that we all make, kind of forgetting about positions and getting liquidated and that kind of thing, or just going in too heavy with too much of your capital, or using silly leverage, that kind of thing. All those mistakes, he's made all those mistakes, but now he's doing really well actually, and his trading volume is over $1,000, right? And the amount of capital he's got there is 1,938 USDT. Now I think he started that off with 800. A few months ago, so he's more than 2x'd his money, and that's really good. I really like that because he's had no proper training or anything like that. He's just been getting stuck into it and doing it. Anyway, so I had a little chat with him on WhatsApp. So every now and again he sends me little screenshots of how things are going, like this one here at 106%. That's brilliant. And then he managed to catch this wick when the price of BTC came down this morning. I think that's his current trade that he's in, which is excellent. In fact, I actually said you're back in the more than $1,000 a day, 30-day trading volume club. And he said, "Oh, that's cool. I don't want your money. You've done enough." And he said, "I've earned as much today as my day at work so far." And then he said, "F me, I've nearly doubled it." Brilliant. I love to hear that. So we shared a few more screenshots, and I just think he's doing great, doing really good. And I love this here, he said took profit last night, $170, and I'm $200 up so far today. And that was this morning at 10.52, so he's probably much more far up than that. Now this is a good bit, because I was talking about how if you compound your gains, you can quite quickly build up to big positions. And so I was saying in my example, I started off with $2,300 in September last year, and at the moment that's worth about $213,000. Which is amazing. I still can't believe I've done that, but you can see how you do it, because you just kind of compound your gains, and your next trade's going to be slightly bigger, and that kind of thing, And that did include the $34,000 that I lost on January the 3rd, when I completely made a terrible mistake, and I completely forgot about a limit order that I'd set, and it failed, and then the price just went really, really down. And yeah, I ended up losing $34,000 then. But I got it back within about 2 weeks, so that's all right. What you don't want to do is go down to zero, because you can't get from zero to anywhere. But if you do something wrong and get a big dent in your portfolio, it is possible to dig yourself out of the hole. And I've done it many times. Bob was saying is that he had $800, and now he's got 1,922 in his Bitget account. So I worked it out. That's a 2.4x, right? Now, if you get $1,922 and you can do a 2.4x on it, if he could do that 8 more times, right, that $1,922 would become $2,115,647. And quite rightly, he said, only 8, that's mental. And that's how it goes. And I kind of replied by saying, the first 100,000 is like the hardest. And that's quite a good goal, And I was really surprised because Bob is, he's the sort of guy who's quite humble, doesn't expect too much out of life, just likes singing, playing guitar, that kind of thing. I suppose somebody who's kind of fairly content with what they've got. And he actually said that his goal was to have 500,000 by mid next year. I think that's brilliant. And I did say that I never thought I'd hear you say that. Nice target. And, he's saying he's getting a bit more serious now and he's enjoying it. I really love this conversation. It really made me feel really good. Anyway, what surprises me is there's 122 people who've signed up to Bitget through my affiliate link, which is great. But look, most of these haven't actually traded. I mean, some people here have obviously used the account to maybe buy a bit of crypto, but there's no trading volume, so they haven't traded. There's lots of them. So there's only 44 active traders. Okay, and this one here, for example, is trading with 43 cents. I should take a leaf out of Bob's book and go a bit larger. And then what I'm looking for is people trading with a trading volume of more than 1,000. And actually, funny enough, Bob the Builder is the first one of those. So there's only 19 people at the moment who have a trading volume larger than 1,000. And you can see you don't need a ginormous portfolio to achieve that. So if you are one of these people who've signed up already, then I would encourage you to, have a little go at trading. You don't have to go crazy. Don't use high leverage. Don't rush into trades. Just plan things out nicely and just get a feel for it. That's how we've all done it. And then when I've got 100 people who are trading with a volume of more than 1,000 USDT, I'll give one of them $1,000. And I'll do that on a live stream, and I'll do that by getting all the user IDs. I'll put them into a random number picker and then see who wins. Obviously, if it's me, I won't take the prize, but everybody else is perfectly eligible to do that. Also quite disappointed my daughter hasn't traded here since September, unfortunately. Yeah, actually, she's got a portfolio for $10,551. Not bad. I think she's only done 3 trades in her life, and she started off with 0.1 of a Bitcoin that I gave her for her 18th birthday, which was 2 years ago. If you want to know more about the $1,000 giveaway, just go to savewith.crypto.org and you'll see the details and what you need to do to be qualified. You have to watch this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, usual stuff, join the Telegram group, and then most importantly, join Bitget with my link, which you can also get to by going to savewithcrypto.org/Bitget, which also qualifies you to get up to a $30,000 trading bonus for free. Now, the current trades I've got open are just amazing. This Bitcoin one here, this is actually the best trade I've ever done in my life, actually. I think the biggest one I ever did before was back in 2021, when I think I made about 90 grand in one trade. And with this one here, I've actually already taken $60,000 profit, and it's currently $69,000 in profit as well. So combined, that's what's 120. Oh, it's just gone over to 70. So if I was to close this now, I'd be taking about $130,000 of profit, which is amazing. That's still can't believe I've actually done it. I'll show you the technique I use for this in a moment, but I've got an Ethereum one as well. I mean, I just thought I'd mess around with a bit of Ethereum just for a laugh a couple of days ago. And this one trade here, I've already taken $12,500 in profit, and there's another $5,000 in profit from today. It's doing really well. Even this little dot one here, I've taken $230, still got 404 profit as well. So doing really, really well, I must admit. But generally what I'm doing, for example, with the Bitcoin one, is I'm looking at the price on TradingView, and I'm using 2 indicators that are both free. This one here is called the Whole Suite, and that puts this kind of ribbon here, which shows you the trend, okay, generally. Now, that will vary between different time frames, so it's worth looking at that on lots of different time frames to get an idea of where the price is going. So, for example, at the moment on the 15-minute, you can see here that the price is clearly in a bit of an uptrend, and when that happens, like here, if you start to see that going red, you pretty much know that the price is going to come down. So at the moment, I think the price is going to go up. Now, the other indicator I really like using is the VWAP Standard Deviation Bands version 2, this one here, okay, which puts these sort of lower and upper kind of limits on what it's doing. And this is the heart of my technique, but it is important to bear in mind that this resets at midnight UTC every day. So for example, this was midnight here. But generally, when you get into the trading sessions, so like the kind of London session at 8 a.m, and then you got the New York at like 2:30 p.m, and then you got the Asian one later on in the day, when these are happening and you've got a reasonable volume, what I tend to do is look for longs down the bottom of this band here. So the idea being, if you just set a buy order somewhere around 65.5k, then you would have picked up this wick here, and then you would have been able to sort of go up to here. So you'd have gone from somewhere like here to where we are now, which would have been a 3.68% profit. If you do that on 10x leverage or something like that, it's like a 30% increase. But the target would be the top of the VWAP, so around about 69,000. So that would have been like 5.34%. So 10x leverage, 50%. Not bad. But what I tend to do is not close the entire position. I just close a little bit of it. So say, for example, this Bitcoin one here, it's coming up to 2 p.m. So I think things are going to start getting a bit spicy. And there's a very strong possibility the price might come up to here, to say 69,101. And what I'll do, I'll close at 69,101, okay. But the quantity I'm going to close, I won't do the whole amount. I'll probably do something like 25%. So you can see here that the estimated profit there would be 0.314 Bitcoin, which is 36.49%. I mean, that's really good, isn't it? And then what I'll do is, if the price goes up there and it closes that amount, I'll then look for the next pullback and then re-enter. And of course, I do that by looking for the bottom of the VWAP. So that's the idea, really. This works really well when the price is in a kind of chop and it's just going up and down. So I'll basically long here, close there, long here, close there, and just repeat that. And that's how I've managed to take about $60,000 in profit on this one trade without closing it. Now, as you do that kind of thing, then what will happen is your entry will gradually sort of move upwards a little bit. And if you've got a stop loss set, then you want to make sure you don't lose any money. I mean, I've already taken so much money on this trade already that I could afford to just move the stop loss up to pretty much break even. So even if the price does nuke very badly, it doesn't matter, because I've still got the $60,000 I've taken already. I do tend to look at this whole suite on the 5-minute time frame as well. So for example here, you can see here that it's going up, obviously. But what you see is when the candles start coming back into the green band, when it's quite high up, that is sometimes a sign that the price is going to come crashing back through and then go to the downside. So you want to watch out for that as well. But generally the price of Bitcoin at the moment is very, very high. And there's going to be resistance at the all-time high, which is around about 69 point something. Yeah, it depends on the exchange, but I think the all-time high was about 69.7 or something like that. And we might get a big rejection there. So you need to be prepared for that. But at the same time, might not get a rejection there. It might just go straight through it and go up to 80k. So the point about being in fairly comfortable trades is, if you've made profit already and you've taken profit out of the trade, then even if you have to close on break even, it doesn't matter because you've got the money already. Anyway, of course, this is just amazing fun and I love it, and it's the best job I've ever had. So if you are considering doing some trading, then please do use my link, savewith.crypto.org/bitget, because you get the best bonuses available on the internet. And you also get the possibility to win $1,000 coming straight out of my pocket into yours. At the same time, you'll be part of the Telegram group and all that kind of thing, which is all free anyway. And we're like one big happy family. All right. If you like the sound of that, please give the video a like. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you've got the notifications set on all. Leave a nice comment. And above all, tell your friends.